I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but here we are. I'm the youngest in my family, and growing up, I was always the problem child. Not because I got into trouble, but because I didn't want the same life they did. My siblings followed the exact path my parents planned: safe degrees, stable jobs, early marriages. Everything neat and predictable. I didn't want that. I wanted to start my own business. From the moment I said it out loud, things changed. My parents didn't just disagree, they mocked the idea. They called it reckless, embarrassing, and irresponsible. My father said I was throwing away my education. My mother kept saying I'd come crawling back once reality hit. I tried to explain my plan. I had ideas, motivation, and even a few early clients. None of that mattered. To them, if it wasn't a traditional job, it wasn't real. The final argument happened the night I quit my job. My father didn't yell. That almost made it worse. He looked at me and calmly said that if I wanted to live like this, I couldn't do it under his roof. He told me to pack my things and leave. My mother cried. My siblings stayed silent. No one stopped him. I packed a bag with whatever I could fit, some clothes, my laptop, and a charger. No money. No backup plan. No apology from anyone. When I walked out that door, I genuinely thought someone would call me back. No one did. That was the last night I had a family. The years after that were brutal. I slept on friends' couches and cheap rooms I could barely afford. I worked 2 jobs while trying to keep my business alive at night. Some days I survived on instant noodles. Other days I didn't eat at all. I failed constantly. Projects collapsed. Clients disappeared. I questioned myself every single night. I'd sit alone in my room, staring at the ceiling, replaying my father's words in my head, wondering if he was right all along. What hurt the most wasn't the struggle. It was the silence. No calls. No messages. No verdades. No holidays. My family completely erased me from their lives, like I never existed. Then slowly something shifted. One project finally worked. Not huge, but enough to breathe. I reinvested everything. I kept going. Then another project succeeded. And another. I didn't tell anyone. Honestly, I didn't think anyone cared. Years passed. Then one random afternoon my phone rang. It was my mother. I stared at the screen for a long time before answering. Her voice sounded different, soft, careful, almost scared. She asked how I was doing. Said she missed me. Then she told me the truth. My father was sick. Medical bills were piling up. My siblings were struggling financially. They needed help. Specifically, they needed money. She said, "You're doing well now, right? We heard about your success." That sentence hurt more than anything else. I sat there in silence, holding my phone, listening to the same people who abandoned me now asking me to save them. They didn't call when I was starving. They didn't care when I was alone. But they heard I had money, and suddenly, I existed again. I asked my mother one question. Why now? She didn't have an answer. After that call, my siblings started messaging me. Some were polite. Others tried guilt. One even said, "Family helps family," like they hadn't cut me out of theirs years ago. I won't lie. I felt angry, bitter, almost satisfied. Every emotion I'd buried came flooding back at once. But I also felt sad, because a part of me still wanted a family. In the end, I made my choice. I paid the hospital bills directly. Not a single dollar went into my family's hands. I told them clearly this wasn't forgiveness, and it wasn't reconciliation. It was help, not a reset. I wasn't ready to come back like nothing happened. Some thanked me. Others were offended I didn't do more. That told me everything. I helped because I wanted to, not because I owed them anything. They disowned me when I had nothing, and I survived without them. Money didn't change who they were. It just revealed it.